Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and welcome. My name is Rosations, and you are about to be watching me. Hello there. Good afternoon, Kanuki. How are you doing? Hydrate of a sort. Yeah, I am quite tired. So, how are you doing? Let's get Satisfactory up and running. Because we want to play it. So we will need it running. And we're going to get pretty much straight into the game because I'm already starting to drift off a little bit. Oh, it's getting really show today. Although I did nearly get to the end of R3A1 on GTFO again. Had the last door to do, and I had the last lot of scans to do as well. I've actually just had an idea of what I could do for that as well, because what I could do is have that bottom side door open. Once they're through it and I need to run, go up through the top door and out all the way back to the start, wait for them to get to me, and then run all the way back to the end and do that a couple of times and go through the quick short door and then make them go around the long way. Yeah, I'll try that. But anyway, today's venture is this. And I need to put myself in the proper place. So we are going to continue. Trying to move your personal pi base. Trying to move your personal pi base from starter base to trains, but it resists, and you didn't manage to move even single block yet. Oh no! I take it the weekly pi was not enough. Oh, actually, that is a good point. This week there might not be pi, or at least not as much pi, because Going Medieval is having an open beta this coming week, and it's only for a week, so I want to try and get as much of that done as I can, so there won't even be Satisfactory. It'll probably just be Going Medieval non-stop almost. Stuff is this? Yes, it's coming here. Just thought I should warn you. I will post it in Discord as well. Oh, and there is also the Factorio 1.0 release coming. Which is also something that's going to take up time. So the first half of the week is probably going to be, well, the first, actually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm probably going to be going Medieval. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday are probably going to be Factorio. Yeah, that's probably actually going to be, you know, that's probably going to be what it is. Reserve Monday for Pi, we need to disable base and mini power and evolution if on man point. Yeah. What I might do then for that is I might start the Pi map slightly early. On Monday if I can get myself awake. So that we can get that all done, and then I can just go straight into going medieval. So it can just be sat in the meantime. Sure, I didn't bring with me any of the things I needed. Oh no, I did. I brought them all for one extra, possibly two extra. No, one extra fuel generator. Right, we're going to leave this here for just a moment. Un momento, por favor. Absolutely everything seems to have come to a halt. It's probably because of that being full. Right, power, fuel generator. How many flipping copper sheets? Oh, thankfully, past me was clever enough to leave some behind. Because present me, not smart enough to bring any with him. Finally someone else who's using thin foundations. Hello, G-Wolf. What do you mean? Doesn't everyone use them from time to time? I use a mix of all the foundations. Although, to be fair... I mean, I didn't think I'd selected the fuel generator to be demolished, but hey, what do I know? the hell am I doing? It looks like everyone tends to just use the big ones. I use a mix of them, depending on the terrain and what I'm trying to do with it. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Yeah, I definitely can't afford another fuel generator, but that should at least help a little bit. It's not going to help at all because we still need to have a buffer of 800 megawatts for the train station, which is insane. So that's making 40 meters cubed per minute fuel. These are gonna max consume 15. Yeah, which they nearly are actually, to be fair. Which means nearly a disaster. Cool. No advanced refining recipes yet? Not really, no. Because all the hard drives I found were like, well, though, to be fair, the majority of them were like found in tiers 3 and 4, where I didn't have my one that would anything that would use liquids, so I didn't take any of those ones, and I've not done a search really for Rex since then. Also, please, no spoilers. Just before you say something by accident. I know there are recipes out there that you get from the hard drives and such, but yeah, I don't want to know specifics, shall we say. So the only, I can't show it on this at the moment, but I only have a few recipes available. My headset just turned off.
Charging battery.
Well, I'm not a fan of this chocolate version. And also, it's so much RNG in getting specific recipes. Yes, yeah, exactly. There was one hard drive that I got that was, there's 3 recipes. There was one that was complete and utter rubbish, didn't even consider it for a second, and then the other 2 were pretty damn good. They were both pretty damn good for what they were, and I wanted both.
Charge complete.
But I couldn't have both, which is a bit annoying. So yeah, we do need to add more power stations so that we can get that train rolling. Well, fuel generators, sorry, not power stations. fuel generators. In fact, I need to build the fuel generator. What's it called? The fuel generator station? Building? So I'm trying to go for nice looking things for the most part. Although with some of them I have just gone ahead and in order to set them up. I think this thing's just a little bit slow. Although that's not actually the thing that's slowing us down. It's these normal modular frames. Because it's just slow. No, that's fine then. It is just a slow production. Huh. This requires reinforced iron plate. As does this, right. Balls to it, I wasn't intending to do any of this. But I leave me no choice. Right. Now I need to make sure that thing is running. Correction, I need to make sure that thing is running at the correct quantities. Because it should be running at 60 plates per minute. I mean, I suppose since it's not running, it doesn't matter. Of course, I disconnected it, didn't I? That was the easiest way of me stopping it at the time. Oh, I have an extra hand slot so I can put the medicinal inhaler thingies in my hand. In my spare hand. No, I lost my momentum. Shortcut. I overshot. Oh, that's why it stopped feeding. It's not that the station was full. Now I feel a little silly. It's 15 carriages long. It supplies a quarter of our current hub's requests, or it will supply a quarter of our current hub's requests, because we're trying. This big structure here is meant to be a hub structure. Oh shit. I got a little stuck under the train. But yeah, it's intended to supply a quarter of the base's stuff. So like iron plates, iron rods, steel beams, steel pipes, rotors, motors, modular frames, heavy modular frames, all that sort of stuff is eventually going to come in on train. But for the time being, every time this train comes in, it requires 800 megawatts of spike power just to check whether it needs to do anything with the stations, with the platforms, which means that we need an 800 power buffer. Luckily, it's not Factorio's train. Why? What's Factorio's? What do you mean by luckily it's not Factorio's train? Because I would argue that it'd probably be a bit nicer if it had some elements of Factorio trains. Because, for example, don't go if cargo levels at this or what have you. At the minute it just goes, picks up, drops off, goes, picks up, drops off, goes. So I need more power. That reminds me actually. I needed... Oops, I didn't mean to take all of them. I needed to... What? Why did I say that? Why did I say what? I can't remember what I said. You know, running by Factorio train doesn't really go well. Oh, you mean because I didn't get flattened? Yeah, fair enough. Need more power, and at this moment your pike base goes down. Oh man, everything just always needs power, all of the time. Just more power. But I mean, look. We've only got a buffer of not even 200 really. And I need a buffer of 800. Here comes the train. And any second now we'll need to flip the switch. But, here it is. Let me think about that, because we do have a fluid pipe, excuse me. The fluid pipe can handle 300 meters per second cubed. At max, it can use 15 meters per cubed. So I need 20. Or I remember doing this calculation. I need 20 of these fuel power generator thingies. Of which I have 2 already, so that is what I need. Now, the computers I might be pretty close. The heavy modular frame's nowhere near. Long hair, a beard, that reminds you about someone. Isn't that quite a lot of gamer guy? Well, a decent number of guys on the internet, gamer guys on the internet. Isn't that just like fairly generic at this point? Like, there's not particularly much special about this look, if I seem to recall. But go on, who does it remind you of specifically? Sorry to spoil the illusion. Right, sulfur is done. Quartz. That's what I was going to be working towards. Radio signal scanning, so that I could see if it finds, rather, Rex. Oh, I'm tired. Yep, he's having a be talking in the profit context. I don't really have much of a beard. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Fuck it, radio signal scanning. It's gonna cost me those motors, but balls to it. Any second. There we go. Done. Half? Is that who you're meaning? He's a bot prophet? Or was prophet? Right, well that's the Caterium. But it really is the rest that I'm going to struggle with. To be fair, it's mostly the modular frames that I'm going to struggle with. Never mind, though. He is trained Messiah. Intertooth might have something to say about that. Well, that reminds me, actually, I need one of those health thingies. Ugh. I need to get into the habit of sitting in a better posture. Damn it. So it should be that. Right, chainsaw, hit and stick. These had slots make absolutely zero fucking sense. Chainsaw, hit and stick, rifle, healing. Oh boy, reload the front burst with direct train insertion. True, true. And the train has probably come in. Need to drop some things off, really. The ordering of the hands makes absolutely no bloody sense. Thank you for the follow. Joshua Martin plays 1234. Welcome. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're a bit more awake than I am. Pipes, thingies. And how's your day going, you good sir? My day is going alright. I'm very tired, but otherwise I'm okay. How about yourself? How is your day going? Going good. Good to hear it. Any big plans for the day? I'm afraid not. I'm doing a solo gameplay. Hence the title being solo in brackets, which you might not be able to see if you're on mobile, granted. But I am intentionally doing this a solo playthrough to play at my own speed, because I'm quite a slow player, but I like to just kind of trundle along. If you play Factorio, that's a different story, because I do have Factorio multiplayer maps that I do normally play. I hope that makes sense. Because I don't want to get left behind in this game, and I want to go at it at my own pace. I want to enjoy it. Plus I'm learning things as I go. I'm doing it blindly, so please no spoilers. Oh yeah, the power. Also heard that Satisfactory multiplayer is kind of weird. I've heard mixed stories. Some say it's absolutely fine. Some say it has issues. What the hell is going on here? Oh, that's not actually feeding in. Okay. Whew, the angle on that made it look like the pipes were feeding into this splitter here for a second. This playthrough, it's my first time playing Satisfactory. I've not even watched Satisfactory. I've been really good. I've avoided it. Ah, it's on its way up to Dordrecht. The thing is, I'm taking it really slow because I want to savour the game. Apparently my play duration is 19 hours in this particular session, which is utter nonsense. But I do have 115.5 hours, at least, in the game. Oh, I think I'm definitely going to hit a point where I just need to stop. Because I'm just so tired. And that point might come pretty damn soon. Ugh. This is what happens when you stay up all night and don't sleep. And flip. Well, thank you, G-Wolf. I'm purposefully trying to take my time with this build. Yes, I could just churn one of everything. I could just churn one of everything out and just let it complete everything slowly but surely, but I want to actually make it look nice. Which is why I'm going for the base, or rather the power grid. No, I'm going for the hub, sorry. Looking nice, with nice connections, all the belts sorted out, making it so that it's supplied by train, even if the train is supplied a little weird at its point of origin, it's coming into the hub properly. Because you can just imagine the train's pickup to be what is it? A bit messy, a bit industrial. That line of things. Here you got to bed at 4:30 AM. Got up at 9. Yeah. I mean, I went to bed. I didn't go to sleep, but I went to bed. Come on, train, get a shift on. blimey. I think I may have made a mistake staying up. Oh, I'm really tired. Unsurprisingly. Here, 3 whiskey cola helps you to have some sleep. Well, I had some rum and coke last night, so which does normally send me off to sleep, but last night not having it apparently. I guess that must have been fall damage. Autopilot on! Yeah. Still didn't bring any extra bloody copper piping, sheeting. Just occurred to me. It just occurred to me that I hope I'm not uploading. No, I'm not. Good. My God. Didn't realise it had a horn. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I didn't press the button. Oh, this button wasn't pressed. Thank you for the follow, G-Wolf. Welcome. Right. I need to come up with a design for this, because it needs to be a design that has space for 20 of these power generators. So I'm probably going to do a the most amount of power generators that can fit on a single pipe. So what I'm probably going to do is 20 power generators to one pipe. So you've already followed most of the Red Circuit team. To be honest, I'm going to be completely honest, I thought you already had followed a while back. But and possibly one of Twitch's glitches has happened, because there's been quite a few people who have been following people who they've then had to refollow because Twitch has unfollowed them from the person. There's only 3 patches here. I only have 3 patches. I think everyone's starting area is slightly different. And I do mean slightly different, because I have a different number of limestone patches to someone else I know who plays in the same place, and I don't know why, because I thought they were all just exactly the same map. I mean, it could just be that we got it wrong, and they do actually have the same map, and I've just not spotted one of them or something. But I mean, I can't. We couldn't see the difference. What's this thing? Should be the same for everyone. I guess we must have just seen it wrong. Started the same place as you, and therefore limestone. Let's see there. I know of 3 of them, I think. Well, that roared into life, didn't it? That's 600 megawatt capacity spare. This rather temporary build is actually going to end up becoming rather permanent, isn't it, at this rate? How the bloody hell do I keep building into the earth like that? Like, seriously? Right. This means war. No. What this actually means is we have 400, we have just under 800 megawatts of spare power. Looks a bit dodgy, but balls to it. Right. 2,539. We are using 1,600 and 1,700 essentially. Just under most of the time. Which means, one, we're going to be burning through a lot more of this fuel. To the point that I am actually slightly concerned that our fuel production is not going to keep up. But is instead going to drain. Yeah, close enough. Autopilot on, we're leaving this place. I've been awake for more than 24 hours. I could not have streamed for 24 hours. Actually, I've been awake a little bit more than 24 hours actually, come to think of it. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm so not awake. I think I am definitely going to end up calling this stream early. Question becomes, how early? Let's see if this kicks the power. Fingers crossed. Didn't kill the power. This is good sign. That hasn't made any of that, nor any of that. Good. Let me guess, computers have run out of copper sheets on plastic. Well, it's definitely run out of plastic. That has actually run out of basically both. Wait until it gains some speed. Well, to be fair, it's not actually the speed that kills the power. It's when it gets to a station, because each station platform takes 50 megawatts of power just to check if it's even needed as a station. That's where the real problem actually comes. Going uphill consumes a lot of power, going from 20 to 25, almost 50. Yeah, but it's still less than the 800 required just for the stations to see if they are needed. So by comparison, the trains are pretty cheap. Nah. Sounds like next door is doing some more work. On their stuff. Next thing to automate is the copper sheets for that. I do like the screw recipe that I've got though. One steel beam for 56 steel screws. Are you? Yeah, that is insane. Yeah, I'm actually basically out of the motors, which is a problem. signal scanning. Researched. What's actually left to do? So there is a little bit on Caterium, like supercomputers. Flowers are done, mycelia's done, nutrients done, power slugs are done, quartz has 2 things left. Neither of which I can do at the moment. One requires a resource that we don't yet have. And the other just requires stuff that I can't be bothered getting. Sulfur is done. So what is this new thing that we got? Is it a building? Or is it an equipment? I'm going to go with it's an equipment. And if it's not that, it's on the ping wheel. It's on the ping wheel. Do you like this design with separate buildings for lab and your guest workbench? Yes. Radio signal scanning. Do we need radar technology? But then surely that would stem. It's not part of the hub, is it? If that noise gets too annoying, just let me know. The workings from next door. Just let me know and I'll do something. Do as best as I can. Which isn't going to be particularly well, but you know. Do you know what? I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue about the radio signal scanning. Oh, no, just screws. Also, we are out of quartz, so we're going to take the fun buggy out to get more quartz. I'm going to try, and I do mean try, to make it to 2 hours before I end up giving up. This will teach me though for staying up all night. I used to be able to do it no problem. I've got old. Please don't skid. Too tired for skidding. Also, that sanding noise is driving me a little bit insane. I should block out some of it. We're not actually at the power plant lake. We've gone past that lake, yes. I don't know if it's famous. It seems the most logical place to set up, though. Yeet all of that in there. It's not doing bad. I don't think I can make it to 2 hours. Oh, I'm far too gone, shall we say. Let's do a little bit of juggling, see if I can wake myself up that way. I think I accidentally clicked the take all button there, which is fine because I did intend to take all. I became a Geordie there. There is another place like this in the north somewhere with multiple coal nodes too close together and being yourself. Oh, by the way, try not to give me locations of things either. I've not explored too much of the map, so I don't want to particularly know what's coming. If that makes sense. If it's a landmark you can see, for example, and you can see that I've been there or what have you, then fair enough. By all means, if it's got a name like the coal place, go for it. But try not to describe like specific setups that you can do in certain areas that are really good and whatnot. Oh, I know what might. It'll either wake me up a bit or it'll really kill me even more, and that's having some of the cola from yesterday. Now I don't have a glass, so I am just going to have to be disgusting and drink from the bottle. But since it's only me that's drinking this, so be it. Hopefully it's got some crappy shit in it that wakes me up. Contains caffeine. Who knows how much though? I forget the second part of my drink. I'm not having more rum today, Kanuki. I'm already bad enough as it is at staying awake. Or that I'm struggling enough to stay awake as it is. I think once I leave, I take this power shard with me. Let's go! We can do more processing whilst we're there. Just quickly. There we go, now we can fit more of the finished product. So I won't need to do this waiting around next time. You really hope Coffee Stain add bots and blueprints to the game if you drop updates. I don't know, I actually quite like having to do it by hand. I kind of like that as part of the actual story, being that you are effectively indentured. And and yeah, I kind of like that narrative. But then I suppose I just enjoy building in this. That would make the replayability of the game so much better. What's some other way not to build everything by hand? Well, I don't know, as I say, I think I personally wouldn't. In this game, I don't think I would use that stuff. Unless maybe it was for the design of the pillars, something non-essential. Little beautification things. Like my pillar top designs. Maybe. Although I actually quite enjoy building all of this stuff by hand. Like, they were quite fun to build. They were very fun to design. Alley, hoop. Wait. Oh, it doesn't go through a rock. I thought this hypertube went through a rock. It turns out it was just that thing was passing through it at the time. No. I don't think so. Well, I'm gonna have to come back anyway, so balls to it. Do you know what? If we had the science and technology and whatnot to make it so we didn't need to sleep, like we could, if we knew what it was that was the big benefit to sleeping, like what it actually did for us, and we could make it so that we could substitute that perfectly, I would take that substitute rather than actually sleeping. Yep, maybe you're right about bots and blueprints. You know, we have a saying here, if translated, all markers taste different. I think I know what you're trying to say. I don't understand that version though. I guess probably what you're trying to say is everyone has their own opinions. Can't say I've heard all markers taste different. No, let's not make that any faster. Well, like everyone has their own preferences in the game. Yeah. Each to their own is I think is a similar one as well. Like it pretty much just means everyone has their own way of doing things, and that's fine. So each person sticks to their own thing. Set up another power generator. Oh, I guess it actually ran out of plastic. Because it wasn't bringing much to begin with. I think it's about to start heading more sort of towards me. I think it's started to curve. Yeah. Oh, you can actually see on the map where they are. Ah. That's nice. So I kind of want to see roughly how much plastic we actually bring. $186. Wow. That is not a huge amount. No power. There must have been just enough power to trip it. Power request to trip it. Yeah, both trains arrived at the same time, I think. Oh no, that one didn't actually arrive. Oh no, it did. Yeah, I think they both arrived at the same time, so it just tripped it. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Time for you to get some fresh air. Not a bad shout. Remember, health is more important than we, your humble viewers, get some proper rest afterwards. Yes. I think what I'll do is I'll make it to 2 hours, finish this, and then leave. I think. I'm not sure I can make it to 2 hours, to be honest. Oh, so tired. I made a poor choice. That and it is really warm. Alright. Oh, I could have actually done with that coming over, going with that back over there. Let me crack my back, that might help. Was unsuccessful in doing a proper crack. Really unsuccessful. Not to worry. Oh, what happened to the power there? Oh, we won't actually be making enough fuel, that's what it'll be. Yeah. Here comes the locomotive. I think when this gets back, I'm gonna stop the stream because I am just tired. What the? What the? Oh, that was the other train, right? So it should be going up here, round and down. Here it comes. almost like a roller coaster there. Okay, so I'm going to end there because I'm really tired. I'm sorry about this, but I have to call it. I'm just too tired. I might be back for some GTFO this evening, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. That'll be with the rest of the Red Circuit stream team. If that does go ahead. If not, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining. For the brief period that I was here. Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to go and get some rest. Not like a full sleep or anything, just rest. Yeah, try and get my energy back. And we're just going to end it there. So, see you later, have a good weekend, and as always, my name is Uzations. Bye bye.